Welcome back to Impossibly Unremarkable, a podcast hosted by myself, Jonathan Butts, and my longtime friend, co-host, and Ken doll, Elliot Markson.
That is right, and today we are just two men sipping on brewski beers, talking about horses, chilling out in our Mojo Dojo Casa house. Isn't that right?
That is right.
How was your week? If you couldn't tell, I saw Barbie this week.
And I saw Barbie this week as well.
We were there together. I was just kidding.
For some reason, the way you said it, I was thinking of that was more of an audience question. But I realize now,
I was talking to you.
The format of the previous 50 episodes that you've always been talking to me.
The thing about this podcast and about a lot of podcasts is when I'm talking to you because we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, they're here. Yeah, you guys are here. I mean, look.
I've always
you're
felt
here.
them in
You're
the
just
room.
not here. You know what I mean? I'm connected to you, but not like that. I love you, but not in the way you think I might.
See, we're connected like this.
Boop. See? There's something there. Anyways, how was your week?
I had a fantastic week. It's just one of those weeks where you look back and you say, while on a podcast, I had a fantastic week.
That's good to hear.
Emily and I celebrated the shit out of our 7-year anniversary.
Woo!
It was a good
7
time.
years.
7 years. That's a long, long time.
Yeah.
Good time to reflect on what we've done together, what we will continue to do together. I don't know.
What does that mean?
Just hang out and have fun. But more important than that, it was Barbenheimer week. I don't think we talked about it at all last week.
No.
Which is crazy.
None. We should have mentioned it, but...
Christopher Nolan is by far my favorite director.
Really?
And yeah. By far.
Okay.
He keeps, one hit after another.
Didn't he do Tenet?
He did do Tenet. I liked it. It's not high up on my list of Nolan films, but I liked it.
I didn't.
That's fair.
It was very confusing.
It was.
Still don't get it.
It was confusing.
Still don't understand it.
I think there's...
To this day.
I think there's value in films that take more than one watch to completely understand.
Yeah.
But Tenet may have just been like a tit show
Just too
over the top.
I think there was plot holes in that. Anyways.
Yeah.
There was just things that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But I've been stoked for Oppenheimer. Emily and I have had tickets for a month and a half just because we wanted to make sure we'd go. We went the day after opening night. There's one gripe I have about... No. I'm going to preface this. I'm going to preface this. Both of my theater experiences, both Barbie and Oppenheimer, phenomenal. It was very, very cool to see people out, engaged, so happy, wearing their costumes.
Yep.
Why do people why does the theater say the movie's gonna release on a Friday, but it actually comes out on a Thursday, and also you can probably catch it on that Wednesday?
I don't know.
That just throws me off because I'm
Ask
thinking
Hollywood, man.
I'm going opening night, and then it's actually people have been seeing it 2 days before.
It's probably some sort of thing where it's they're telling you it's coming out on Friday, but then you hear, wait, I can see it on Thursday? I'm going to see it on Thursday. You know what I mean?
Wait,
There's got to be something behind that.
Because you remember the old days. I think we went to Dark Knight Rises together, right?
We did.
That was a true opening night in which you're standing outside a theater for an hour waiting to get it at midnight.
Yeah.
But, man, Oppenheimer first. I'm reviewing Oppenheimer first.
Okay.
5 out of 5, 10 out of 10.
You saw it first,
50
right?
out of 50. Yep, I saw. I actually went to an Oppen Barbie.
You did Oppen Barbie.
Instead of a Barbenheimer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We saw it on 70 millimeter, which is one of the intended ways in which to consume. It's a different type of film.
What?
Larger resolution, a little more grainier effect.
What?
You didn't see there was recommended ways to watch.
I don't know what. I've never
Number
even
one
thought to look at that.
Was true IMAX 70 millimeter. Then it was 70 millimeter, and then it was your traditional 35. But
Wait,
very
so
few
what did
theaters,
I see it on?
I don't know.
I went to a normal theater.
Normal theaters will
AMC.
have a 70 millimeter, but it depends. You probably saw it in 35.
You're telling me I saw it in 35 when I could have seen it in 70?
Yeah. You might have seen it wrong. Right, have to watch again.
Damn it.
No, it's just the way that the big man upstairs, Christopher Nolan, had recommended people watch it. But man, it blew all expectations out of the water. I knew it was going to be a great film because the cast was just superb. There's no way you get those.
There was so many famous people in it.
So many people.
I forgot Josh Peck was in it, and then I saw him, and I was like, oh, fuck.
I was glad he didn't have too big a role.
He had 2 lines, maybe?
Yeah, a couple lines. He was in a couple scenes. But man, I thought I had reviewed the cast list prior to, but there kept people kept popping up, and I'm like,
so many.
You're in this?
I didn't know what's his name. Rami Malek was in it.
I didn't know he was in it. I didn't know Casey Affleck was in it.
Oh yeah, that too.
But both of them, fairly short parts of the film. They're not huge
right.
characters.
They didn't have huge roles,
but they did a really, really good job.
I mean, honestly, that's like just a sign of a good movie when you have great actors playing minor or less important roles, and just doing them really, really fucking well.
Yeah. So I mean, Cillian Murphy, obviously, fucking awesome. Matt Damon, awesome. Emily Blunt, Florence Pugh, both awesome.
Awesome.
So many different actors. There are people that I've haven't seen in a movie or a television show for a while, and they popped up. I'm like, wow, they crushed it.
Yeah.
It was just.
Wait, there was one guy where I was like, what is that guy in? He was like one of the scientist guys. I'd seen him in something.
Guys. There was only a couple scientist guys,
so we
should be able to narrow this down.
There's a few of them. We're not going to get anywhere with this, but there was definitely some faces where you're like, that's a famous person who's been in things that I don't remember what they were in, but they're in something now.
Are you familiar with the man who did the score, the composer?
Yeah,
Ludwig Göransson.
Yeah. He also helped produce Because the Internet by Childish Gambino.
Yeah, and before that he started on Community, and then after that he was with Gambino, and then
now he's doing music scores.
Yeah, he did
for big films directed by Christopher Nolan.
He did Black Panther.
Incredible.
He did Tenet. He's just been a part of so much, and it's so cool to just be able to be like, man, this sounds incredible. It sounds like Hans Zimmer, but it's still this up and coming guy who's going to be a household name for
that
forever.
Dude's awesome.
Really, really good at his job.
So talented.
But man, Oppenheimer was film of the year for me.
Really?
No doubt.
Okay.
But then Barbie comes around.
I
watched Barbie. Barbie was also fucking awesome.
Okay. I went into Barbie kind of skeptical. I guess I didn't do a lot of research into what to expect with the movie. I mean, I knew I'd seen the trailer, but that didn't tell you what it was really going to be about or anything. So I'm a little skeptical going in. I'm like, okay, it's Barbie. It'll probably be. I've heard it's good, and I'm going in thinking, why is this movie so good? Everyone's talking about how amazing this movie is. It's a fucking Barbie movie. How is this good? I get there. I sit down in my seat. I begin to watch the movie. It was fucking awesome. It was incredible. It was amazing. Margot Robbie, perfect casting for Barbie. Ryan Gosling did amazing, especially in the musical numbers. The Ken dance number, I've listened to that song after seeing the movie. I've put on the Barbie soundtrack in my own headphones in my own time.
I don't know about you, but when I was watching that very specific dance number you're referring to, I was jealous that I wasn't part of it.
Dude, I had the same thought. I was like, I got to go home. I got to learn this dance number. I got to figure this out. This is so cool.
It was so well done.
It was very well done. Honestly, I feel like it's always a risk to add dance numbers or music to a movie like that, because if the music's not good, if it sucks, then it takes the movie down a notch.
Yeah, it kind of becomes a focal point of the movie if it's bad.
When it's really good and well done like it was,
it
elevated the whole movie, and it made... I watched that dance scene, and I was like, holy fuck, I wish I was Ken.
Me too. I would love to be Ken.
Even though he was kind of the villain of the movie, but...
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
One of my biggest fears was that the film leading up to the whole marketing campaign, I felt like just too much was being shown.
Okay.
And I was afraid that there would be so many moments where it's oh yeah, this is this was in all of the 400
the line, that line from the trailer. Yep.
And it happened a couple times, but also there were so many just one-liners and one-off jokes that just caught me off guard because they were just so well done. And it's this comedic up and down, going through the plot, and it's just you're having a great time, and then the end they just hit you in the fucking feels.
It would
make you question what it means to be alive.
It was. And honestly, if you isolated this description and then asked me a week ago what movie we're talking about, I'd have said probably talking about Oppenheimer, right?
Probably talking about Oppenheimer.
No, we're talking about fucking Barbie because it was incredible and it blew my mind.
Yeah.
And after consideration, I've decided I consider Barbie superior to Oppenheimer.
And that is a fair.
I genuinely
fair
do.
Fair thing to say.
Didn't think I would have that opinion, but I definitely do. They're both 5 out of 5 movies, right? They're both 5-star films.
Are they both 10 out of a 10 in your book?
Sure, yeah.
100 out of 100.
I'm also very lenient these days with movies. I feel like I've gotten a little less critical because I just like, who gives a shit? If I walk out of the theater going, that was fucking awesome, it's 5.
There's also been a fair number of like bad movies.
Yeah,
lately.
that's true.
A lot of hyped movies have ended up being bad.
I felt deprived. I needed this in my life, and I'm so glad it happened in the same week on the same day. Well, I didn't see them on the same day, but they came out the same day, right?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So do you consider it like Barbenheimer fulfilled if you and I watched it within the same week that they came out, but we didn't do the same day? Is that did we not achieve true Barbenheimer?
Look, I can't even. I have a baby. I don't even know logistically. It would have been hard to figure out how to see them in the same day. For me personally,
always an excuse.
Well, it just is. That's just how it is for me now.
Always an excuse.
I think it still counts. I mean, I saw them in back-to-back days. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. I mean, that's as good as I could do, and I feel like I accomplished it.
You know what I can't believe? Can't believe your wife hasn't seen Oppenheimer.
Yeah, she hasn't seen Oppenheimer.
It's pretty embarrassing.
Although, I mean, it's 3 hours long. She doesn't love long movies, and
that was Emily's critique. Was it's too long? You knew that going into the movie that was going to be long.
Right. I prepared myself for a long movie.
Yeah.
So I was ready to engage with
And did you feel like there was wasted time?
No. I don't think so. I mean, no, not really. I mean, some of the best parts were definitely like the political stuff at the end, and then like the build up to them like testing the bomb.
Yeah, it's basically told in 3 acts. The first act is the introduction, the lead up, introducing all the different scientists involved in the project. The second act is effectively the test, the creation, and then ultimately the test of the atomic bomb. And then the third act is, effectively like a trial on Oppenheimer's character.
Right.
And each act is distinguished, but also still feels cohesive.
Yeah.
One of the elements I really enjoyed was that if you haven't seen this, the movie is shown in both color and black and white. Those black and white segments are considered objective storytelling, whereas the color film is subjective. And there would be scenes where it would, kind of seamlessly weave between the two when you could tell that, okay, this is something that is historically recorded as versus this is our best inference or subjective telling. And it was just so well done, and there was, especially in the second act, so much like anxiety building up.
Yeah.
Man, you got to go see it.
It was great.
You have to go see it. And same with Barbie.
But see Barbie if you haven't too.
Yeah, see both.
So good.
Now here's something. I would say I think you would agree with me. Mattel isn't really portrayed as the villain of the film, right?
No.
Do you think that was, Greta Gerwig is told like, hey, come on, like, don't, or was it always set up that way?
I mean, I don't think she was ever going to make Mattel the villain of the movie, because the message is clear, and it's not that Mattel is evil and corporations are evil. It's about
it'll
gender inequality and how tough it is to be a woman in society.
Yeah, grappling with the near impossible expectations.
I mean, she did a really good job of portraying, all the board members and CEO at Mattel as stupid men who are really fucking stupid and don't really know what they're doing.
I know you're not a Will Ferrell guy, but you have to admit
he did so well. I actually
really good.
Look, I'm not huge on Will Ferrell. I respect him. I like Kicking and Screaming a lot. I've liked some of his past things that he's done. But in this movie, I actually laughed out loud from some of his one-liners that he had. He was fucking funny, man. I don't know. He was so good.
Yeah, he was awesome. And that just like everyone in the movie, Michael Cera, fairly minor characters.
So good.
Fucking great. It's kind of a sad character.
Even seeing a cameo from John Cena in a couple scenes, that was great.
Dua Lipa.
I didn't even notice Dua Lipa.
Really?
To be honest, I don't remember what Dua Lipa looks like, so.
Oh, she was the mermaid.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think. Pretty sure.
So you don't even know.
Now I'm second guessing.
What does she look like? I don't know.
Dua Lipa was the mermaid.
Cool.
But let's talk about the social impact of these two movies.
Okay.
Colliding.
Sure.
Now, normally I think you'd expect that there'd be some competition between two movies, especially if they're being released, the exact same day. But kind of to. I feel like we may have gone back to like a pre-COVID era of theater, in which like most of the time I go to movies, it's never a full house. It's not really packed.
Yeah.
But in this, man, we 2 theaters in the course of 2 days. Both of them were fucking packed.
Yeah.
Mostly people dressed up for Barbie because I feel like that's a lot easier to dress up for.
Right.
And honestly, more people are excited about that because it's not a rated R film. It's geared more towards a wider audience. But just to see people come together and just have fucking fun.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good point. Like, it felt like I'd never seen the theater that packed in a long time for both movies. Both movies, the theater was absolutely packed. And it felt like just a celebration of good movies that were coming out at the same time, and everyone wanted to see both of them.
I can't wait for whatever bumbling studios try to emulate the success of Barbenheimer.
I don't know.
It'll be like Ants 4. And I don't know. There's probably going to be some sort of documentary biopic about Reagan. I'm kind of imagining two things.
Yeah, maybe. I was a little disappointed though for Oppenheimer that no one else was dressed up in a trench coat and a bowler hat. I showed up decked out in 1930s gear, ready to celebrate the film, and I was alone. I felt bad, although there was one other guy dressed in full Nazi gear because it was obviously World War II era, and I was like, hey, weird, but glad that you're embracing the film. Still unclear if that was just how he dresses or if that's what he was there to celebrate.
I thought Neil hadn't seen it yet.
I'm just kidding. There was no Nazis in the theater, although statistically, maybe there was.
Are there statistics on it?
I don't know. How many Nazis
per theater capita?
Per theater? Yeah.
I don't know.
Could be.
But man, just a great week. And
good week.
I don't know what else I'm going to do now.
Really? That's everything you've been looking forward to in life?
I mean, I've been hyping it up for, years at this point.
Years?
Yeah.
Wow.
The film has been known. Again,
I
love Christopher Nolan. I love it.
Okay.
And now I'm trying to rank my favorite Nolan films.
Yeah, is it better than Interstellar? Is it better than Inception?
See, the thing with answering that question is understanding that Interstellar has a very special place in my heart because of how the emotions that it got out of me and the love of space that it created. Now, I walked out of Oppenheimer being like, I need to develop the next bomb. Like, I would love to be a physicist, but also my brain doesn't function the way your brain needs to function if you wanted to be a physicist.
I don't know how people do that.
So I know
stuff.
It's a pipe dream. But with like a hobby in space, that's a very accessible thing.
Sure.
Fun
you
fact.
can study stars.
Yeah. Just on your own? Sure.
Sure, why not?
I don't, but I could.
You could.
So I think there are a lot of elements that Oppenheimer did better than Interstellar, but I don't ever foresee a movie overtaking the love that I have for that.
I do have a lot of nostalgic feelings for Interstellar.
Yeah?
Just from the era that I saw it in my life. What was that, 2013?
2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, what, like 17?
Yeah, just to, getting close to...
Prime years.
Scooting off to college.
Yeah, man.
You're finally growing into a big boy, and you see this movie about
I was becoming a big
space
boy,
and
I saw
travel
space.
And leaving your family behind. And
yeah.
Like, oh my God, I am Matthew McConaughey. My mom is my daughter, and I'm going to college, and I'm...
Murph!
Yeah.
Your mom...
You track the metaphor.
I get it. I was tracking.
Fun fact. So Interstellar got me into space.
Yep.
And space got me...
And Oppenheimer now got you into bombs.
Got me into bombs. So I've been making... sidetrack. So I got... from space, I got into astronomy in college.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember the name of the app. I don't think it was... It may be Trivia Crack or one of the trivia apps.
Yeah.
It was one where you could do trivia in specific categories. Quiz Up. And then it would rank you. And I have a screenshot, and I can show it to you. Still. Yeah. I beat this dude who was the #1 ranked guy in space. We both got all of the questions right, but I think I got 2 extra points above him because I answered one thing like a slice of a second faster.
Because there's also
him.
point values for answering it faster.
Yeah. And I crushed him. Not in small part due to the fact that I had participated in so many of these quiz games, and there's only so many questions. Right. So at a certain point, it's like just a memory
some
game.
of them, right?
And I remember after that, he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, rematch," and I said, "No."
Absolutely not.
You are not taking this away from me.
You just like crushed that guy's ego. Like that was like his big thing
Exactly.
that he told everybody. Never lost a game. I've never lost a game in Quiz Up when it comes to astrology or science or rocket science or whatever this is.
You think he's like East Coast?
Sure, why not? I've never lost a game. And he tells all his friends, he goes out to the bar and he's like, hey, I've never lost a game in Quiz Up. Hey, play me right now. Let's go Quiz Up right now. I never lost a game. And he lost one and boom. He went into a deep, dark depression, a deep hole, and he's never come out of it since.
Oh.
And we know he's listening. Pull yourself up. You're fine.
The other cool thing about Quiz Up, not to keep talking about Quiz Up, but while it's in my brain, remember how you could like change the location from which you participate?
Yes.
And then you would just like pick a category?
You're the #1 player in Kazakhstan.
In Ghana, you're the best at Harry Potter trivia. And you would do that and then send it to your friends, and you'd feel really, really good about yourself.
Yeah, you were #1 somewhere in something.
Yeah. Maybe we still are #1 in somewhere.
Could be.
A little offensive to people that actually live there, but maybe Quiz Up wasn't as accessible.
Probably just wasn't as big there. They probably just didn't care about Quiz Up.
Yeah, they probably didn't. But did you have anything else from your week that you really wanted to talk about? Anything that's jumping out at you?
Nope.
No Wesley updates?
I was going to tackle that in our next segment.
Okay. He's going to recommend that you get a child.
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, if you want one, they're pretty sick. If you're thinking about it, do it. But that's not my recommendation of the week. My rec of the week is...
Hold on. I'm making a mental note. When do you think your kid is like gonna like feel embarrassment or like recognize that kind of emotion? Like what age is appropriate?
Oh, dude, I don't know. There's probably
10, 11,
probably look
12?
that up, and they could probably just tell me when they start to feel that.
I'm gonna pencil it in for 12. 12
is when they feel embarrassment?
No. They're obviously gonna feel embarrassment.
It's much earlier than that.
But I think they'll be old enough to appreciate this. Maybe 13. I'm gonna make a mental note, and we're gonna go back to this episode, and we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna show your son. You talking about him, and you're like, yeah, he's sick.
He's sick.
You should get one. He's sick.
Get one. He's awesome.
Get one.
Recommendation of the week is art museums. Pew, 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 pew,
what
pew,
kind of art museums?
Pew, 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 pew. Your local art museum.
Dude, art sucks. Modern art sucks. I'll put an asterisk.
Today, I took my beautiful boy of a son to the art museum, and now he's a little older now, so he's awake. He was awake the whole time. Didn't sleep a wink.
He can appreciate the art.
He had his eyes open. He was looking at things. I was exposing him to the arts at an early age. So we went to the art museum. We went to the Minneapolis Institute of Art, which I've been there many times, but they always update the art, so I haven't seen everything.
They update it, like paint over it.
Yeah, they paint over the canvases. They put on new paintings, and it's a whole new thing. Nice. No, they bring in different art or pull out different stuff from their warehouse of art that I assume they just have in the back, and then put something else on the walls, and you get to see something new. So I had some things I didn't see already. They got the standard stuff. They got the Chinese art, the Japanese art, the American contemporary art. They got the modern art. They got the postmodern art. They got it all, man, and it was awesome. It's always fun to just go look at paintings and then read the description and what was the inspiration behind it, who the artist was, and it was really cool. It was a fun bonding experience with my son. I don't think he really looked at many of the paintings because he's a baby, but I think he made eye contact with one. And I think he liked it. But anyways, it was cool, and it was really funny because I would just like pull up in my he's in a stroller, so I'm just pulling up to my stroller. I place the stroller in front of the piece of art. I lock it into place because you got to park it. Don't want him rolling, hitting the painting, come crashing down, make a whole scene. We don't want that.
Don't want that.
So I park him, and then I step back, and I just took pictures of him in front of every painting. So I sent like 14 pictures to my wife and her family of just Wesley in his stroller.
Do you have one?
Oh, yeah.
I would like to see one. How come you didn't send it to the group chat?
I sent them to like
that's prime group chat material.
My brothers and stuff.
Did he seem impartial to any kind of art style, any specific artist?
He loved the works of... No, I don't think so.
Oh.
But he...
Not an art guy. It's fine.
Let's find a good one. There's some fun ones. This is one of him smiling. He actually smiled at the camera, so that was fun.
That's kind of a...
It was a kind of a depressing painting for him to smile in front of.
Pretty depressing photo to...
Yeah, it really is. It was...
Are those men supposed to be dead?
No, I think they're just on the... They might be dead, actually. I don't know.
Yeah.
Really well done painting.
Wesley, pretty odd choice. We're also going to circle back to
He
that
didn't know.
when you're old enough to be canceled.
Here's another one.
Or he's just smiling in front of like the darkest.
That painting, I think, was about the dangers of fracking or something.
Really?
Or like the oil industry, something like that.
I mean, he's got a pretty stoic face there.
He does have a stoic.
So he's not a big
This one, he was
guy.
appropriate in his expressions on his face. But yeah, he enjoyed it a lot, I think. At least he enjoyed being rolled around in a fun big building.
I know he went to the zoo not too long ago.
Yeah.
If you guys are planning to go to the zoo again, I would like to come.
We are. I think we might be going next week.
Really?
I think my mother-in-law might be coming as well.
Oh, I love zoos.
But you're welcome to come.
I love zoos.
You can come.
I really like zoos.
Come to the zoo.
Just something about them.
And then next week, my recommendation will be zoos. Actually, that's a bad one. I do not recommend zoos.
Yeah.
But they're fun to bring babies to.
Appreciate them while they're there, but maybe it's better for everyone if they weren't there.
Yeah.
Although some species need our protection.
Sure.
Like...
Yeah, let's really dive into this.
The wild graboony. Do they have gorillas at the zoo?
I think they do at Como, right?
Yeah. I always get mixed up which is the better
I love gorillas.
Me too.
They're so cool.
I like the silverback gorilla. What do you like?
I like the big ones that like they look like people. Anyways,
look like people.
They look like little people or bigger people. You see the emotion behind their eyes. You see them caring for their baby gorillas. You see them acting almost human.
Outside of Eau Claire, what was the name of that little town that had like for one
Chippewa Falls?
Chippewa Falls that had a zoo.
That had the most depressing zoo of all time. Yes.
Zoo. They had hyenas, and they were like crying. They had this giant enclosure for a single.
They were crying?
Yeah, they were like sad.
Oh.
They had this giant enclosure for like a single bear.
Instead of laughing, the hyenas were crying.
They were sad. That's the kind of zoo I would probably be like, hey, maybe we don't need a.
We should shut that shit down.
We shouldn't have like endangered animals in rural Wisconsin. Did you know there's like a tiger reserve up north?
I've heard about it.
I think near Hinckley.
Yeah.
Doesn't allow visitors.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell that to my email because I just booked me and Wesley a trip to the tiger place. He's going to ride a tiger.
I wish you well.
Wouldn't that be the coolest picture of all time?
Yeah, just a baby.
Show him when he's
tiger.
older.
Does he have a grip? I mean, yeah, he can grip.
He can grip.
Does he know to grip to the tiger to maintain a balance? Are you also
someone would? I would have to hold him.
This is about you being on the tiger.
I would also be on the tiger.
It's just about.
And then I would probably commission a painting afterwards of me and him sitting on the tiger. Maybe convert it into a tattoo. Who knows?
That would be a pretty. Oh wait,
a full back piece.
Yourself?
Yeah, me and Wesley on a tiger. Full back piece.
I normally wouldn't approve of like a true to life image tattoo.
And obviously, I would make myself shirtless, and make my muscles much bigger than they actually are.
Much bigger.
Yeah, much bigger.
Why?
Because it's for the painting, for the drama.
If you're doing that, why don't you make it a cooler animal?
Than a tiger?
Yeah.
What's cooler than a tiger?
If I would do it, I would have like a. Obviously, it'd have to be larger. It'd have to be an enlarged, a ringtail lemur.
A large ringtail lemur.
Yeah.
I was thinking a Komodo dragon.
Komodo dragon.
Could you imagine riding a Komodo dragon?
I feel like it'd be dry. They're really dry and scaly.
Yeah, they might be dry. Better than wet. I don't know. Komodo dragons are crazy, man. If they bite you, you're dead.
Really?
Yeah, they have so much bacteria in their mouth.
What if I wash it off?
Too late.
It's just like one of those instant.
They break the skin, you're done.
You
don't die instantly. You just get a horrible infection and you die from it.
It's not a venom thing.
No, it's bacteria.
Just a bacteria thing.
Bacteria in their mouth. Yes. So don't make out with a Komodo dragon.
Do they just have like a 100%?
Don't be tonguing Komodo dragons. Don't be playing tonsil tennis with Komodo dragons. Okay.
Tonsil tennis.
Because you are not gonna see tomorrow afterwards.
Do you got one more in you? Another.
Do not be playing. Do not be tangling tongues with the old Komodo dragons.
Tangling tongues.
Don't be twisting your uvulas.
Did you say locking lips already?
No, I was avoiding locking lips. It's so generic.
Oh.
Don't be locking lips.
I don't have a creative bone in my body, so.
Anyways, the art museum was awesome.
Do you want a creative bone in your body?
Do I want one?
Yeah.
I think I got one.
Do you want?
A small one. Oh, you want? Oh, this is another penis joke.
No.
This is about your penis again.
No, it's
not everything is about your penis,
it's about
man.
your humerus.
Okay, sure. Anyways, the art museum was fun, and there was a group of old ladies obsessed with my baby. It was fun because we saw them multiple times because we both had to go on the elevator.
Just be honest. Is taking your baby places? Are you like part of? Do you enjoy the attention you get?
No, I really don't.
What?
No, dude. Okay. Oh, that reminds me of a crazy, stupid story. I don't know if it's crazy or stupid. It was weird vibes. So earlier this week, I was walking Wesley in our neighborhood. Right, I'm going for a walk. He's taking a nap in the stroller because it's around his nap time, and I'm getting some steps. We're walking around. It was a beautiful day. Anyways, out of nowhere, we're walking down the street. Thankfully, we're not like by my house or anything. We're just kind of down a couple blocks, and this lady comes out of nowhere. I don't know where she came from. She didn't have anything with her. She was just like, she just walks up to us she was crossing the street. Don't know where she was coming from because she said she didn't live there. Anyways, she comes up to me, and this lady is like rail thin. Her teeth look gross. And she was like, "Hey, how old's your baby?" And I was like, 3 months. She's like, "Do you need a babysitter?" And I was like,
"Oh,
no, nope, we're good. We're not looking for babysitters." And she's like, I'm the mother of a 12-year-old. I'm really good at babysitting. Let me know if you need a babysitter. I'm not gonna dox her. My name is let's say her name was
name dropper.
Tiffany. I don't know.
Tiffany.
It wasn't Tiffany. My name's Tiffany. I just live across the way. Let me know if you need a babysitter. And I'm like, bye. And then I just kept walking. Weird vibes. I think she wanted to steal my baby.
Say again where you were?
I was in my neighborhood, like a couple blocks away from here.
Did she look like she belonged?
I mean, like, I don't know. I like to think that maybe she was just a sweet lady.
Maybe just a sweet lady.
Who just genuinely wanted to babysit somebody. But think about this. Why the fuck would I let some strange woman I met on the street, babysit my 3-month-old infant?
Well, now, that's
why
not fair.
in God's name would I ever allow that to happen?
That's
I wouldn't
not
even
fair.
let you babysit him.
That's fine.
Well, that might not be true.
I have fears about babysitting kids.
Like,
what if
the gall
what
of
if
this lady?
When I'm babysitting
the
Wesley,
audacity
he gains like sentience, and he like starts talking to me in foreign tongues, and then I just have to deal with that.
Yeah.
I just have to. He's like,
you just got to deal with it. He starts speaking parcel tongue.
Yeah.
Parcel tongue? Is it parcel?
I think it's parcel tongue.
Parcel? There's an R in there?
Yeah, I think so.
R.
All right, I'm going to run it back for you.
Yeah.
Be curious, not judgmental.
Sure.
As the great Walt Whitman once said.
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
Oh.
So quote him.
Wow, you're wise.
30 years ago, let's scratch it. 50 years ago, there wasn't just a website you could type up and be like, babysitter.
Yeah.
Or nanny.
Yeah.
That's how people got jobs.
No, that wasn't.
They wandered the roads and said, "Whoa, that's a baby. I'll watch it for you for money."
That's not how that worked.
And maybe she was just trying to make a quick buck.
Maybe.
Let's find her.
Or she was trying to steal my baby.
No.
I don't know if she even lived in this area. Where did she come from?
I don't know, man. I feel like maybe you're being too harsh based on her appearance.
No. I mean...
If I came up to you on the street, you didn't know me, would you let me grab your kid?
No.
Okay.
No. I wouldn't let you touch him. I would prefer you don't even look at him. I don't like strangers coming up to my baby. Sweet old ladies, I can get behind it. It's okay. They're sweet old ladies, whatever. But like a random stranger approaching me, if you want to touch my kid, I will knock your teeth out. I don't care.
Yeah,
you cannot touch my baby.
I think it's very strange what people feel entitled to.
It's so weird. You have a baby, and all of a sudden, people like think that they can just approach you and talk to you. Like Would you?
I don't know about that.
Would you approach me if I didn't have a baby? If the answer's no, then fuck off. I don't know. That's all I have to say.
I probably would not approach you if you had a baby. I would approach you without a baby.
Really?
Yeah.
God bless you.
You're welcome.
I just thought that was weird. Weird energy from that lady. And I haven't seen her since, and I hope I never see her again.
Wow.
Anyways, go to the art museum.
My recommendation of the week, my good friend Tiffany is looking for a job.
Hire Tiffany.
Yeah, hire Tiffany.
She's really good, mother of a 12-year-old.
I don't have any particular recommendations.
Really? Nothing. I got another one if you need it.
Yeah, whisper it to me.
Don't be a pussy.
I can't recommend that.
Okay. That wasn't my real... I actually do have a second one if you want me to jump on it.
Fire it off. Pop it off, son.
Me and Megan have been watching this show called Hijack on Apple TV.
That's 2 words. Hi.
Yeah, like,
Space
hey,
Jack.
Jack. No, Hijack. It's about a plane hijacking starring Idris Elba.
Wait, I thought you said it was a TV show.
It is.
It's a TV show?
Did I just say movie?
No.
It's a TV show.
I feel like a TV show is too much for a hijacking. Is it a single seasoner?
I think so. I think it's just a limited series. It's just like a one-seasoner.
Continue.
Just a one-seasoner.
Well, one season.
Just a season uno.
Season uno.
It's really good. It's about a plane hijacking starring Idris Elba. Basically, this guy is getting on a plane from Dubai to London, and there are these people who are a part of an organized crime organization, and they, that sounded redundant, organized crime organization, and they begin to hijack the plane, and drama ensues. So then there's communication from the ground to the plane, and drama is happening, and stuff with his family, and wow, it's a wild ride, and I haven't finished it yet, but can't wait to keep watching.
It's a very creative name for the TV show.
Hijack, yeah.
Hijack.
I know. They should have called it
Not their best work, but
they should have called it plane theft.
Plane theft. Aeroplane antics. Now that's
You're really good. You do have a creative bone in your body, don't you?
Please.
You got a couple of them.
Yeah, 2. 2 humoruses, right?
Okay, yeah. So that's my other recommendation. If you have Apple TV,
Humor-I, plural.
If you have Apple TV, go ahead and give it a watch. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. Do it.
I thought of a really good question of the day.
Did you really?
You're gonna love it.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm gonna give you a prompt.
Yes.
And from that prompt, you will have a decision to make.
Okay.
And from that decision, you will have to derive some answers.
I can do that.
All right. Now we're taking it back. You can either pick one of the 2 options.
Beep, 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 beep. Taking it back.
If you're not watching on YouTube, that was from our soundboard.
Yeah.
Soundboard. So.
No, sorry. There was actually, I think there was a truck outside.
Oh, my bad.
That's why it sounded so
I forgot
real.
we turned off the truck backing up soundboard. All right. Pick one of the 2.
Yep.
You can bring back anyone from the past.
Yeah.
Anyone from history.
Anybody.
You can ask them 3 questions. Or you can bring back 3 people and ask them each 1 question. They must answer truthfully. What are you doing?
Oh, man.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, man.
Who are you talking to?
Well, I mean, there are people that I would just love to bring back.
They die
regardless of questions.
They die immediately.
Oh, I bring them back to ask a question, and then they pass away again.
Yeah. They fade back
so,
into nothingness.
So are they knowledgeable of... They have all their memories,
They have all their memories. They are equipped to answer your question, so long as it's a question that they would be equipped to answer.
Do they know that they're going to die after I ask them the question/questions?
Let's say yes, and they're not bothered by it. They actually
they're
enjoy
cool with it.
They enjoy the afterlife, whatever that was.
Oh, well, good for them. I'm glad.
Yeah, glad someone's finding peace.
Oh man, I feel like I just bring back I bring back 3 people.
Okay.
Kurt Cobain.
What would you ask him?
Did Courtney Love kill you? And then I'd bring back JFK. What happened there, man?
I feel like that'd be pretty easy.
Actually, he wouldn't know, would he?
It just went black. I don't know how to. I feel like I can do a JFK accent.
It just went black.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. What was the Berliner? Whatever he said.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
Yeah.
Which I think is poor grammar.
I think he did say that wrong in the historically, but the heart was behind it.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but
Ask
what you can do for your country. Yeah, he'd probably be like, I was in a car, and then it was black and nothing.
I was in the car. Next thing I know, I was dead.
I can do a much better George Bush.
Do it.
I wouldn't bring him back, though, because he's still alive.
Yeah, he's still with us.
Now I'm getting a little embarrassed. I'm not quite ready to do my Bush. I'll do my Bush when I feel like
bring it up.
I would bring back Bin Laden. I'd be like, why'd you do it, man?
How long were you in that cave? Was he in a cave?
Yeah, he was in a cave.
Let's see. Third person. I would bring back. Ooh,
I like the beard scratching in the mic. I like that. It's a good sound.
For all you ASMR fans out there.
Yeah.
Who else is dead? There's so many. There's almost too many to pick from.
There's lots of dead people out there.
Lots of dead people.
A lot more than alive people.
Yeah.
Trying to think about the greatest mysteries that you would love to have solved.
I know. That's what I'm thinking of.
See, I just thought of this question about 2 minutes before asking it. So
it's a good question.
Thank you.
I don't know how you thought of it.
Thank you.
I would have never been able
Going
to do
into
that.
this, I said I didn't have a question of the day, and he didn't believe that I could come up with something.
Well, I was just a little concerned that we would get to the segment, and you'd be like, I got nothing.
Once again,
but you pulled through.
Showcasing my improvisational skills.
Incredible.
I'm at the height of my power.
This man is at his peak. Right now, you're witnessing it. Look at him.
I'd ask Hitler, why'd you do it, man?
Why, man?
Just keep doing that with terrible people.
What's wrong with you, man?
I feel like I'd want to talk to Robin Williams.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
And I wouldn't ask, why'd you do it, man? Because I feel like we all kind of know the answer.
Yeah.
Clinical everlasting depression. But I don't know. I would just maybe ask him what made him happy. What made him tick?
That's a question to ask. What makes you happy? And
I don't know.
Wow.
I really want to unravel a mystery, but I don't know what, because you can't really ask JFK.
That's true. He doesn't know. He wouldn't know. I guess you could bring back Lee Harvey Oswald and be like, "Hey, was it you?
Did you do it?
Was it just you?"
But if he says yes, are you going to be satisfied with that?
I don't know, because then there's too much mystery.
Well, yeah, that's true. No, there's not any mystery.
Well,
he has to tell you the truth.
Well, he could tell me if he was there, but again, there's plenty of theories that put him there as well as other people.
But what if he says, yes, it was me and me alone. I killed JFK.
Does he know that for sure?
What?
Was he in on all of it?
If he did it, then yeah, he would know.
Did you do the kill shot? Did you do it?
Did you do it? I would ask Lincoln.
Oh. What?
Did he make the logs?
Did you really build a cabin yourself?
No. I'm referring to Lincoln Logs.
Oh.
I want to know if that was his thing.
Yeah, I think he did do that himself. I'm pretty sure he did.
I love Lincoln Logs.
Really?
I think they're very expensive, but I would love to.
Are they expensive these days?
Yeah, it's wood.
Wood ain't cheap.
I'm really disappointed in myself. There's got to be someone who holds the key. Maybe let's think of like a famous serial killer.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Whatever the name of the guy who died, who was like probably one of the top suspects for the Zodiac killer.
Didn't that get solved?
No.
Are you sure?
No, not officially
I swear
solved.
it did. Pretty sure they solved that one.
No, I don't think so.
It was that guy.
The Golden State Killer they solved.
Yeah, know him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd ask the Zodiac killer, what's your sign? Probably an Aries.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
I mean, we had a.
I know, and they would be very disappointed in us for not knowing what that even means. Yeah, that's a good one. Serial killers. That'd be pretty solid. Steve Irwin.
Wait.
Steve Irwin. I'm bringing back Steve Irwin.
What would you ask
Not
him?
to ask him anything. I just want to see his face again.
I would give him a hug.
Yeah. My question would be, can I give you a hug? And he'd say, absolutely, mate. Come, bring her in.
No, what if he's like, no, and then he just like fades away?
At least I got to see him. Got to take one last look.
If I say I want to talk to, like, I want to bring back Jack the Ripper. Does that mean I'm going to get the Jack the Ripper and I'll know?
That's right.
And I'll be like, what's your name?
That's a good point.
And he'll be like, Thomas, and then gone.
What's your name? Bill.
Just, fuck, what's your full name? But it's too late. It's too late.
Shit. You should have asked full name.
Unless I bring him back and ask him 3 questions, but only get to talk to one person.
Yeah, you could do that. That would be worth it.
Are we working on the technology to make this happen? To make this prompt happen?
Somebody's got to. I mean, after seeing Oppenheimer, if they can make a bomb, why can't they bring people back to life? What's the difference?
That is true.
We're all just atoms and matter.
Space
You
dust.
matter.
Thank you.
You matter.
People have been telling me the opposite of that all day long.
You matter. No, like you're matter. You matter.
You're space dust.
Thanks.
You're dust.
Oh.
And to dust you shall return.
Okay.
All right. Bizarre news.
Bizarre news.
Oh, boy. I hope the Twins are winning.
Me too. So,
last
today,
night, this guy was like, you never let me watch Twins games with you.
Well, now they kind of seem okay. Like, they kind of seem fun now. I don't know. It's like, and if you supply chips and drinks, I'm there. I don't care what's on the TV.
All right, we'll see. We'll see if this happens.
Put on Sharknado 2. I don't give a shit.
That would be fun.
Well, could be. It is Shark Week. My 2 stories both take place in Florida, and they both surround aminals.
Aminos.
Aminals.
I love aminos.
This headline reads, rabbits have overrun a suburban Florida community. Volunteers hop to the rescue. Nice. Look at them.
Rabbits hop. That is a fair number of rabbits.
They're pretty cute.
I saw at least 3.
A community in South Florida has an adorable problem on its hands. Dozens of domesticated bunnies have overrun parts of Wilton Manors, a suburban Fort Lauderdale.
Wilton Manors.
Wilton Manors.
I bet the rich fucks in there are just like shooting them. 2
years after a resident let loose lionhead rabbits from their backyard, according to the local lore. It's not even fact. It's just this is like rumor that's gone around Wilton Manors for years.
The Wilton Manor rabbit.
The number of rabbits now outnumbered the 81 homes in the Janeda Isle neighborhood.
All right.
Don't know where that is.
All right.
Apparently it's in Wilton Manors. The furry invasion has divided the neighborhood's residents. Some allegedly threaten to shoot the animals or feed them to their snakes.
What the fuck?
Jeez, what is wrong with you?
Plural? How many people have snakes?
You cool with owning snakes, but bunnies roaming the neighborhood is too much for you? I don't know. Some want to let the bunnies roam free. Others concerned about the rabbits' safety are racing to raise money to save them.
Good.
East Coast Rabbit Rescue, a non-profit organization, is spearheading an effort to rescue and rehome the bunnies. The group managed to rescue 19 rabbits on Friday, 3 of which are pregnant.
Jesus.
So they've been busy. The volunteer-run outfit began rounding up the rabbits after partnering with city police to complete the mission. Glad police is being utilized very well in this instance. We need you to get out there and round up some rabbits.
Sounds like they're doing their job.
Yep. The big challenge in trapping the rabbits has been, the residents say, the big challenge has been in trapping the rabbits. They say.
So all of the whole
issue is
the whole of the
they
operation
can't get
is
them.
the hard part.
Yeah, the whole thing is just difficult, apparently.
Sounds like someone just trying to
we're just going to skim this for the rest of the time. Basically,
the hard.
What? The West. Okay, they're saying that they'll need at least $40,000 to be able to capture, neuter, and spay, vaccinate, and microchip the over 100 rabbits and counting.
Okay, that's fair. Microchipping and vaccinating and
why do you have to do all that?
And so they don't procreate.
But they're rabbits. That's what they do.
Although I don't know why they need to be microchipped unless they're intended to become pets.
I guess
unless they want to keep track of them. I don't know.
Well, anyways, hope that they resolve that situation. I don't really think it's a big problem. I already have rabbits in my neighborhood, and I love them. They're adorable.
Reminds me of this dude on TikTok who, bought a shit ton of tadpoles.
Oh, I saw that.
And has just been a quote unquote growing a frog army.
Yeah, but that's a little crazy though.
That's
one guy going rogue and why?
Millions of frogs.
This is 100 rabbits and counting. 3 of them were pregnant.
I like the quote. The hard part about catching rabbits is the catching. That's the whole thing.
Exactly.
That's the
They're
whole
quick.
of the operation.
Okay.
Article 2.
Article 2.
Numero dos.
A record-breaking Burmese python, as long as a giraffe is tall, caught in Florida. A 19-foot Burmese python, the longest ever recorded, was caught by local hunters in South Florida's Big Cypress National Preserve this week. To put the catch into perspective, the snake is as long as an adult giraffe is tall. It was caught on Monday by 22-year-old Jake, whatever his last name is, who brought the python to Conservancy of Southwest Florida in his hometown of Naples.
Is this guy on TikTok?
I don't know.
There's a guy on TikTok who does this exact thing.
Oh, it's on. They link his Instagram.
Oh, maybe he's on TikTok.
Yeah, probably is. The official measures of the snake are at 19 feet and 125 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
It's a snake.
That's a nightmare.
A python.
Are you a snake guy?
Nope.
Like,
I'm
so
not a snake guy.
You do not like snakes.
I mean, I don't hate snakes. I wouldn't befriend a snake.
Would you rather have a large spider or a large snake in your house?
Spider.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
100%.
Really?
Yes. Large spider. How big is the spider?
Big.
How big? 19 feet long?
No, that's crazy. I'm thinking like 5 foot diameter, 220.
I'd rather take the spider.
220 pounds.
I mean, that's a thick spider. Dude, what the fuck? That would be, I mean, both would be horribly terrifying. Imagine just opening up my basement door and like a fucking 200-pound spider comes racing up the steps at me. I would scream. I'd close the fuck out of that door and run in the other direction. I'd set fire to my home and tell my wife we're moving.
I'd like to think that
But I would do the same with a snake.
A 200-plus pound spider is slow, but now I'm just imagining
Although, okay, here's the thing, though.
Crawling up your staircase.
The spider would be like nothing man has ever seen before.
That's true.
The snake, if it's like this size snake, we've seen that before.
Yeah, we're talking about it. It's
fine.
been seen before.
I guess I'd go snake.
All right.
Either way, it's
now
bad.
the snake is 30 feet long.
Spider.
600
I'm going spider. I think the spider would be easier to kill.
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be a lot more messy.
I think no, because I feel like
you
the
kill
snake.
a spider and they just explode.
Yeah.
Snakes, you just chop off the head, cauterize the neck, and then
good luck chopping off the head of a 30-foot snake.
600.
How thick is that thing?
600 pounds.
600 pounds. They keep getting bigger. You'd have to saw it off. There's no way you could cut the head off of that thing. At least I could just shoot a spider. The snake, they're too much. They're too quick. They're slippery.
They're slippery.
But this begs the question. Would you rather fight 10,000 bunnies or one 19-foot python?
One 19-foot python.
Really?
Because if I'm overwhelmed by the rabbits, I'd say it's less embarrassing to be killed by a large snake than it is by 10,000 rabbits.
Right, but at least the death would be probably more peaceful with the rabbits. They might just... I mean, they might be nibbling on you a little
They
bit.
got teeth. 10,000 things nibbling you? Also, can you, like, in your right mind, say you're cool just, like, fucking punching and kicking rabbits?
I mean, if we're in a like arena fight club sort of situation, yes. If I'm in my backyard, I would never kick a bunny. No. But if we're in some sort of like tournament style fight to the death, me and 10,000 bunnies, I'm swinging till the cows come home.
Oh my god.
So you'd rather be constricted to death by a giant python than nibbled and suffocated by 10,000 bunnies?
Yeah. Better story to end on. I can't guarantee I can kill the bunnies. I can guarantee I'll be killed by the snake.
I'll take the bunnies.
And that's where we differ.
And that's the difference between us, yes.
Speaking of the podcast coming to a close here, do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah, my final thoughts on today is go see Barbenheimer. Barbie is great. Oppenheimer is great. Go see him. See him with your family. See him with your children. See him with your grandma. See him with anybody who you might think could enjoy that movie. Also, go to the art museum because art is cool. And don't bring your baby everywhere because people are creeps.
Modern art is derivative and bullshit.